data, data, data. It's data in the sense of capturing data. It's data in the sense of robustly analysing that data, and it's data in the sense of reporting it. Now, I don't want to just translate and turn ED&I, DE&I, diversity, equity, inclusion into data, but fundamentally, it's the core insight within the space that we operate today, the space that I operate today, where it's missing. Organisations are not capturing diversity data. Candidates, learners, apprentices, graduates, students, pupils, employees don't feel comfortable to provide the data because historically there is not a culture of belonging and inclusivity, so it is like a suspicion in terms of why am I perhaps being asked to give this data. GDPR is being used as an excuse left, right and centre for not capturing this data. That's nonsense really. We must develop tangible processes and robust processes that capture data at key points, whether that's applicant data, whether that's inquiry data, whether that's onboarding data and journey data. So in the life of learner experience and apprenticeship, for example, tracking that data as we go, and building a baseline, if you will, of data that can be used in an insightful way. And then it's about how you analyse that data and cutting that data differently. So if it's an inclusive culture survey, for example, it's cutting that lens and cutting that data by the demographics that you've established, by the protected characteristics, for example, by age, by sexuality, by sexual diversity, by ethnicity, and presenting that back to paint a picture. And then in the reporting of that, it's how it's reported in an inclusive way, not reporting data is in, from an ethnicity perspective, you're either white, British or other. It's giving it its true title, its true lens, and then making sure that it's being fed into the people that can drive change within organisations, within places of education. And adding to that, it's being transparent with your data. So letting people outside of your organisation know that you're tracking it, you're monitoring it, it's important to you, and what is it telling you? And then what you start to do is you start to weave a web, if you will, of cross-industry, cross-sector, cross-organisation data that everybody has access to, that allows us to kind of identify opportunities to collaborate, to support, to incorporate new initiatives, more innovation, more creativity in this space to kind of better develop solutions towards a more inclusive, equitable and diverse society in general. So it's going to sound a bit boring, but being accountable through the way that you capture your data, the way you report your data, the way that you share your data, and the way that you analyse and produce insights from that data, that is where we get to. And within that, capturing the voice of the people is key, the verbatim, the experience, the actual feeling, and giving people that safe space to talk and express themselves is key for me.